like to go down to Deborah Kostroun at the New York Stock Exchange for Market Update.
Thanks a lot, Keith. Yes, market starting out the day somewhat rocky, but closing out higher. We didn't close on the highs of the day, but many traders do see this as a positive for stocks that we can continue to kind of inch higher here. Retailers really helping to lead the market higher on better than expected sales last month. March sales at 31 chain stores rising 9%. That was our biggest gain since March of 1999. That's according to the International Council of Shopping Centers. And traders saying that most of the retailers are beating estimates by a pretty good margin, and if they can continue to rally, it certainly is a huge positive for this market given the high expectations going in. So what we did see, a lot of the consumer discretionary stocks doing well and closing at their highest since May of 2008. Financials also doing quite well today. The S&P Financial Index closing at an 18-month high. We saw a lot of money flowing into that area as well. Actually, these are some energy names, but some of the financials actually doing quite well. And so money flowing in there. And and of course, one of the things that a lot of traders say, as financials go, so goes the markets. Well, financials, they have been the biggest gainers in the S&P so far this year, up almost 15%. So, Keith, what we do see is the winners certainly having more money flow into them today.
Yeah, it's interesting, Deb. You look at this thing, and this market just will not stay down. It goes down, but it won't stay down. It's kind of like a ball underwater, if you use that metaphor. And the financials in particular, when you look at them on, across a longer-term duration, they've really underperformed. So maybe that's just it. People are chasing some beta. We saw that both in the pain trades today, which are in the consumer discretionary stocks, and as you pointed out, in the financials. Any names in particular?
In terms of the financials?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, what we did see, obviously, PNC and Morgan Stanley, we saw some pretty good gains there, up almost about 3%. And as you mentioned, certainly there was a big lag time for some of the financials recently, but really we've been seeing some of the financials they've been performing quite well just recently here. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, let's talk about what was kind of leading the market a little bit lower. What we did see, some of the utilities also actually lagging the market this year. In fact, as a group, utilities down 3.5%, something that we saw again today. Also, healthcare stocks lower on the day. Forest Labs, of course, this was a big story here. Forest Labs tumbling 14% after the drug maker failed to win back some backing to sell a new lung cancer treatment. So Forest Labs actually the biggest drag in the S&P, but also really kind of dragging down some of those healthcare names. Back to you in the studio, Keith.
Thanks, Deb.